Good morning. You're still here. So am I. It's about 6:45. Time to get up. Slept pretty well last night. A couple of times cold. A little bit chilly. Had to cinch the sleeping bag down a little bit. Turn over. Go back to sleep. Time to get up now. Good morning, everybody. Tuesday morning, March 27th. Just sitting down with my hot chocolate. Be having my oatmeal in a minute. Not sure if this is cool enough to drink yet or not. I was surprised this morning to have the trumpeter swans fly in. Must be some open water around here somewhere for them to, not on this lake, but must be some open water somewhere. And I thought I heard some sandhill cranes this morning, but I could be wrong about that. Might have been trumpeter swans now that I think about it. Pretty sure it was sandhills though. But having these trumpeters land out here has me second guessing what I heard. Had geese, crows, all kinds of birds out here. It's partly cloudy at the moment. sun's trying to peek through over in the east there. Really nice lighting when it does come out. Lighting up the far shore. So, got quite a few, well, you saw them by now. Quite a few clips this morning. Nice clips. So, got down to, well, it was 29 degrees when I got up this morning. And like what I said yesterday, that's actually about minus 1.5 degrees centigrade, Celsius. I said last night that 28 was going to be about 6 below. It was actually 2 below. So, not sure if it got down to 28 or not, but like I said, it was 29 when I got up this morning, so it's close enough. So, get my breakfast going here. Well, get my breakfast eaten here, clean up, and start going out and finding some pictures. I'm not sure whether to drive around looking for some, or whether to hike around. I know on the way in there were like some, oh, what were they? Probably juniper plants that were all covered with snow. So try to get to them before things start melting. Maybe. They're just along the road, so we'll see what that looks like. Not sure where I'd hike to from here. Don't know if you can hear the geese. Nothing like getting some hot fluids in you to warm you up a little bit. Wow, and that is warm. I don't know if I told you. I don't think I did. Here's the sun. My feet stayed nice and warm all night last night. Water bottles were actually still warm this morning. Oh, that was good. That was good. Warming too. My hands are still cold. That's the biggest problem with winter camping. Well, one of the big problems with winter camping. There's so much you have to do with your hands that you can't do in your gloves while wearing gloves. Your hands just end up getting so cold. And then your gloves get cold. So even when you put your hands in the gloves, you're not warming up very much. Did put things inside my jacket here. Try to keep them warm. A little tip for you. So anyway, hot chocolate is gone. Only had one package. Time to grab my oatmeal. Good. Maple and brown sugar this morning. Well, that sunshine's good. Such pretty light. Tonight it's only supposed to get down to 34. We're supposed to have some rain tonight. That won't be fun. It's supposed to be ending by midday. Might have to put my tarp up. Wait until later in the day to do that. Up when it's up in the 40s. So today's supposed to be sunny and high in the 40s, low 40s. So around 4 above Celsius, centigrade, whatever the C stands for. Maybe 6 above. It's supposed to be cloudy tomorrow, stay in the 30s. I think the overnight low tomorrow night is supposed to be 20. And it's supposed to be sunny on Thursday. Can't remember what the highs are, but that's okay. It's it'll change by then anyway, so. Absolutely glorious morning. Oh, that was good. Look at this. Look at this. Ah. Not what you expect for March. But it's beautiful. Now I'm here on the Woodland Nature Trail. Boy, for some reason my snowshoes are really squeaking today. This is one of those trails that has markers along the way to tell you about different things. Poison ivy here. Nice trail. After finishing the woodland trail, I had some lunch and then headed over to the Holloway Hill Overlook Trail. This time I left the snowshoes behind. With warmer temperatures, I was also able to shed a few layers. I was only part way up the hill, but already the views were looking good. While hiking up this hill, I was really glad I'd left the snowshoes behind. The bench at the top of the hill was a very welcome sight. And the views from the top of what used to be a ski hill were simply fantastic. It had been a good hike, but it was soon time to descend the hill and return to camp. Well, as you can see, I spoiled the view of the lake a little bit by putting up my tarp. With rain coming tonight into tomorrow morning, it just seemed to be the right thing to do. So tomorrow morning when it's raining, I'll have a place to sit, cook my breakfast, stay out of the rain for a while, those type of things. Not that I'm going to spend all day on camp. My plans for tomorrow, I'm going to need some more water sometime tomorrow, and I'm going to need some more wood, and I want to go and check out the church. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into town, get some gas, go down, check out the church, see how it's situated, try to figure out some compositions and whatever, see what time of the day would be best to be over there, and come back to the park. Well, actually the church is in the park. It's just I've got to go out of the park and around the bottom to get there. So on my way back around and into the park office, I'll stop and I'll get some firewood and some water, take care of that stuff. And yeah, so that's the plans for tomorrow. Thursday is supposed to be sunny again, a little bit cooler, but still sunny. So, and by then, if we get a significant amount of rain tomorrow morning, most of the snow will be gone, so the trails will be muddy, but I can still hike them. Hike around a little bit, go around and get some more photos. And with the temperatures as high as they are, things are getting awfully sloppy and muddy. Thankfully, this ground here has got a lot of gravel on it, so it's not quite so bad. But yeah, and of course, where I shoveled out yesterday to make room for me has gotten completely bare. There's still quite a bit of snow around. On my way back down that trail up to Holloway Hill, I slipped and fell, landed on my right side, so my whole right side just got soaked. So when I came back to camp, I took all those clothes off. They're now hanging over the picnic table, hopefully drying. They're quick drying, so all quick drying clothes, so hopefully they'll be done pretty soon. So in the meantime, I put on some more spring-like clothes, and since it's spring-like out here, later on tonight when it starts cooling off, then I'll have to put the other clothes on and hope that they're dry enough by then to keep me warm. And they should be. They should be. Anyway, I spent about the last hour or so putting up the tarp. Because I've got it up on poles, it was awfully hard to do by myself. But I managed. And I think it's going to hold pretty well overnight and through tomorrow. Depending on how dry it is tomorrow night, I might take it down then. If not, then I can always take it down during the day on Thursday. One less thing to do on Friday then. So anyway, like I said, rain tomorrow, nice again on Thursday, partly cloudy on Friday, progressively getting cooler, but still not getting too awfully bad. I'm just glad I'm not staying here Saturday night, because Saturday night it's supposed to get down to 5 above, and that is in Fahrenheit, not in Celsius. That is Fahrenheit temperature, 5 above. Unbelievable for the end of March. Well, actually, by then it'll be the beginning of April. April 1st coming up on Sunday. What an April Fool's joke that'll be, waking up to 5 degrees up here. I have no idea what it's going to be back home, and I'm not going to check. So anyway, that's the situation at the moment. So I'm going to sit here for a while. It's last I checked my watch, it was just about 4 o'clock. So about 5 o'clock or so, I'll start getting supper going again. I might actually start it a little bit earlier tonight. Hopefully get all the cleanup and everything done early enough so that I can go out and get some pictures during golden hour, even if they're just around here. And maybe get, I don't know, it's awfully clear right now for a sunset, but if there's rain moving in for tomorrow, maybe just maybe, there'll be a few scattered clouds this afternoon. It can be a nice sunset, or this evening, whatever. Oh, been a beautiful, beautiful day, and I've been holding up well. Did some snowshoeing and some hiking, and yeah, did pretty well today. Okay, supper tonight is going to be pasta and sauce, chicken broccoli, fettuccine, and a chicken flavored sauce with broccoli. And I'm going to add to that this can of chunky chicken breast. Now, I was thinking about moving my tent to drier ground. Not that it's real wet where it is, but just the very front of the front vestibule is getting kind of wet. But I was thinking with the rain tonight, it might get worse. Well, I just rechecked the forecast because I hadn't ever seen how much it was supposed to rain, just that it was supposed to rain. And lo and behold, they've dropped the chances for both tonight and tomorrow to 20%. And they don't even mention rain now in the verbal forecast. It's supposed to stay low tonight is supposed to be 35. High tomorrow is supposed to be about 35. So it's going to be one of those steady or slowly falling temperature days, I think. Still kind of half considering moving the tent, because I mean right now it's because of all the melting snow, and I'm kind of at the bottom of a hill, and I'm not at the lowest point on the hill, but I'm towards the bottom, which is why it's getting so much water. Really not sure what I'm going to do about a fire tonight, because basically the fire ring is an island in the middle of a lake. I'm not sure I want to sit in the lake enjoying the fire tonight. Quite the mess, especially since with this chair of mine, it's sinking down into the mud, especially over by the fire grate. And it's kind of hard to get myself out of the chair without having to put my hands down in the water. Problems, problems, problems. That's what happens when it suddenly warms up to 40. The highest I saw was about 43 degrees. So that's what happens when it warms up so suddenly right after getting about 4 or 5 inches of snow. I still might move the tent. Such a pain though, such a pain to move it. I'm gonna have to shovel out a new spot. I see a spot up on the top of the hill. It's where I was thinking about putting the tarp to start with. And then I decided to put the tarp down closer to the lake. Now I might not even need the tarp after all the work to set that up. Always something, always something. Anyway, we'll figure something out. Well, I started digging out an area on top of the hill here to move my tent to, and I found that there was standing water underneath the snow. So what I'm going to do, and look at this, I don't know if you can see, right there, running underneath the front of my vestibule there, I actually have a stream flowing through there, making it hard to get in and out. Of course I do have the door the other side I could use, but I prefer to use this door if I can. So anyway, kind of shoveled out an area right over in here. So I'm just going to move the tent, well, about a foot or two that way, and that ought to take care of it. But yeah, up on top of the hill, I'd be setting my tent up on a marsh. we do have clouds moving in, so I'm going to have to keep my eye out and see if we end up with a decent sunset. I got the tent moved. Didn't move it very far. Moved it to the side and back a little bit. So now the river runs in front of it instead of underneath the vestibule. So looking good. Unfortunately, the sunset isn't looking quite so good. Clouds are moving in too fast. Got my Lucy light up above. Managed to get her charged up today. Got another little light over to the side. So between the two of them, I think you ought to be able to see me, as long as I have the camera pointed correctly. Okay. So anyway, I'm in the tent. I'm in bed. It's 10 after 10. I had my supper. Showed you that. Got a fire going. Didn't show you that. Didn't have a fire for very long tonight. Got it started kind of late. So I don't think I even went through a half a bundle of wood, let alone about a bundle and a half. So I'm not sure how many bundles to get tomorrow now. But had some hot chocolate. And got things all packed away. And like I said, I'm here in bed. Didn't bother with hot water bottles tonight. Got a 15-degree bag. Low tonight's supposed to be 35. So I should be fine, I hope. We'll find out. I mean, I know it's been a long time since this sleeping bag has been able to get me comfortably down to 15, but it should at least get me down to 35, okay. We'll see what happens. May end up regretting not doing the water bottles. What more can I tell you? Don't think there is any more to tell you. Other than that, I'm exhausted and I want to go to sleep. So I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to turn that light off. I'm going to turn Lucy off. I'm going to turn my eyes off. So I'll see you in the morning. Good night. you.